Hey guys, so I'm so excited. I've been wanting to do this video for quite a while. I know that you guys loved my last vlog video, which wasn't just to camera, but actually showing you in real life how we can go about making better choices so that we can get lean. So I'm here at our favorite grocery store of pretty much every South African girl, Woolies. I know this is not an ad. Because today I'm actually going to be showing you the healthy foods in Woolies that we actually should be avoiding. So I will be picking up all different kinds of packaging. I will be showing you exactly the foods that you may think are healthy and that you may be adding to your grocery shopping cart that actually should be left on the shelf. So I'm really excited to show you some high calorie, healthy foods that you should be avoiding. So here we go. So most of us love a good avo toast, but girls, we seriously have to be careful with this because avo is really pretty high in calories. If you were to have avo, you should have it in a pretty small portion, about a quarter of an avo, because otherwise avo comes in pretty much at around 250 calories, which is pretty high due to the fact that it is a fat. So this is something that I want you to note. Even healthy foods can be high in calories, and avo is one of them. So I am in the carby section of Woolies now. This is actually a gluten-free section over here, which a lot of us think means healthy, when in actual fact, most of these are exactly like normal baked goods. And unless you really have a gluten allergy, most of us, it's pretty much the same as any other baked good. So we'll move past those ones. Reverse. I do want to show you my favorite bread ever, which is the Woolies rye. It's 100% rye bread. It's about 110 calories for one slice, and it's super nice and dense, so it actually keeps you full for a really long time. So I'm actually looking for the coconut yogurt, which is quite a big trend right now, and obviously a lot of people are trying to go dairy-free, so they're opting for something like coconut yogurt. And I think here it is, plain coconut yogurt. And so a lot of us would think, okay, this would be a better option if we're trying to get lean, when in actual fact, the calories are insane. So for 150 grams, so this tiny yogurt over here, it's almost 250 calories. Whereas if we compare it to a normal yogurt, which I will try and find over here. So here is the white peach fat-free yogurt, which is also really tasty. And for 150 grams, it's like 80 calories. So exactly the same volume, but this one is over 200 calories and this one is under 80. So here's another easy one. One of my favorites are Ostrich Burgers, which I have all the time. If you check my Instagram, I'm literally obsessed with ostrich. In comparison to beef burgers, which are pretty much the same. So these are around 150 calories per patty, and these are closer to 300 calories per patty. So just by having ostrich versus lean, normal lean beef patties, you can literally have two for the price of one. So Woolies has added a lot of terms onto their packaging now. So here you can see this is Carb Clever. So they now have a lot of Carb Clever packages, but ensure that you guys still check what the calorie says, because even if it's low carb, we actually have no problem with carbs. Carbs don't make you fat, people, it's the calories. So be sure, even if it says Carb Clever, always have a look at what the actual calories are. And a lot of them actually do, which I'll try and find, have a kilojoule control option, which is actually better than the Carb Clever. So hummus is normally loved by all health nuts. Obviously you can take crudités like veggies or whatever and dip it in hummus, but hummus is actually pretty high in calories. So for half of this container, it's like about 230 calories, and I don't know about you, but I could probably eat the whole thing. So that's going to be about 500 calories just for a bit of hummus. So I'd probably leave this one. Oh my God, how good does that look? It's a donut rusk. I'm actually dying. Oh my God, a cinnamon rusk. Damn, how many calories? Per rusk, about 140 calories. Is it worth it? Maybe. They look good. That's about a slice and a half bread. So if you want to save up your calories for that, maybe worth it. So this is another Carb Liver one, which is really actually tasty. I've had this before, but because it's filled with nuts and coconut and seeds, it's pretty high in fat, which means it's pretty high in calories as well. So for a 30-gram serving, which guys is honest to God like a handful, it would be like just over 200 calories, and that's obviously without milk or anything else. So if you had to compare this to, for example, a huge bowl of oats, you would probably get 5 times the volume. And that's absolutely the key, is having more high volume meals for lower calories, which is going to keep you satisfied for a hell of a lot longer. So don't let Carb Liver fool you. What I did also want to say is, a lot of people ask me if they can have instant oats or if they should have like the kind of whole grain oats that you have to make in a pot. And strangely enough, I think this is the original one and this is the instant one. Weird, I don't know why, but this actually has just slightly more calories. So if you don't have time to make a full pot of oats, the only difference is probably the fiber level is better and it's slightly less processed, but in terms of calories, they're actually pretty much the same. Oh, here's my cranberry tea. I always call it my pink tea. I have this after dinner with a bit of sweetener, and it's really amazing. Guys, this is the worst almond milk you will ever drink in your life. Literally don't do it. It tastes like cardboard. Like, it's not worth 1 calorie. It's low, but it's horrific. So, I don't know, everyone always thinks that like wraps are the healthiest thing. I think that Kauai made us believe that. But what I wanted to show you guys was actually comparing a white wrap in comparison to a multi-seed. And the calories are actually slightly more on the multi-seed. So it kind of just looks healthier because it's got brown in it. But if you prefer these, you can have them. The same thing actually goes for pasta. So I honestly think that they dye this pasta brown. I'm not joking. But whole wheat pasta, which I think actually tastes pretty gross, I feel like I can cook it for 2 hours and it's actually still not cooked. In comparison to just normal pasta, I can just compare these two. The calories are actually a little bit more on these. The only thing that whole wheat pasta does have is it does have more fiber. So if you're looking to up your fiber, you can go for this one. Otherwise, just go for the tasty one. So this is a huge culprit, guys. Honestly, everyone thinks that olive oil is so healthy, but it is so high in calories. For 1 tablespoon of olive oil, it is 100 calories, which is massive, seeing that it actually does nothing but basically just disappears into your food, and then you're eating an extra 100 calories. So girls that are eating salads and not getting lean, are you maybe putting some olive oil on it? I actually use spray and cook for all of my stuff. I have non-stick pans, so I actually don't need oil otherwise. So a good spray and cook, they actually have an olive oil version as well, so you can really just get a light coating on everything. So if you want to get lean, avoid this baby. The devil. Nuts are the devil. Nuts are so many calories, like honest to God, like this, if you only ate 1 food ever for your entire life, you could just have these nuts, that would be enough calories. It is like insane. So everyone's like, have an almond. It'll be so healthy for you. Guys, do you want to know how many calories are in these almonds? Okay, 100 grams, which is a tiny bag of almonds. This is over 5, it is 600, about 600, my maths is bad, sorry folks. It's around 620 calories. If you had 1,400 calories in an entire day to eat, would you really spend almost half of it on this tiny bag of nuts? No, would not. Do not eat the nuts. Feel strongly about nuts, as you can see. These are all made out of nuts. So avoid these bars as well. Guys, the problem is these foods are so small. Like, I don't know who in their right mind has actually had one of these bars and felt like it filled their big toe? Because I don't think it's possible. And one tiny bar is 150 calories. No thanks. Fruit, right? It can't be that bad. It's got to be healthy. Okay, this isn't a huge bag, 200 grams. Okay, this is a whopping, so if you ate half of this bag, it would be 250 calories, 500 calories for this bag of dried fruit. You can have an entire meal. You can have a burger with sweet potato next to it for the same amount of calories. So guys, even though it's fruit, it's a no-go. Have some dark chocolate, they said. It will be delicious, they said. Have 2 blocks. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, I can probably have 2 blocks of dark chocolate because it doesn't taste good, okay? But let's now talk about the calories, people. Can you believe this? Are you gonna believe me? The calories, this is 80 grams. I think this is 80 grams now. Cadbury, you're trying to cheat us. This is not 100 grams anymore, but let's pretend like it was. Guys, okay, the calories, and Lindt is embarrassed of their calories, so they didn't put it on. But I can tell you what the calories are. The calories are, I will look it up and I will be putting it on the video. The calories are more, calorie for calorie. This one is actually a better option. And white chocolate is even lower. My favorite, Milky Bar. Where is it? I don't know where it is, but that is my favorite. So guys, don't force yourself to eat dark chocolate. Oh my word, here is the cucumber Sprite. Guys, is this not deceiving? Okay, I normally buy Sprite Zero, which I don't even see here now, but it basically looks exactly like this, but no. I was drinking my Sprite Zero, it was actually the last glass, and I said to Gilan, babe, this really tastes like cucumber. And then when I looked on the packaging, it was cucumber and there was no zero, guys. That's honestly my worst nightmare, to drink actual drink with sugar in it and not zero. Woolies snacks are actually my worst. So these little tiny Carb Liver, it must be good. These tiny little things, oh my gosh. That is 150 calories for a few rocks. And why? Because of nuts. Nuts and cocoa. Like this tiny container would not fill anyone, not even a child. So what they did was they replaced all of the unhealthy food with just nuts. So this is new, guys. Freeze-dried fruit strawberries. It's basically a bag of nothing. Oh, a bag of nothing for 50 calories. Yes, 8 grams. It's literally nothing. How much is this? 18 Rand for a bag of nothing. Oh, a freeze-dried coconut. We're freezing everything these days. This is actually pretty high in calories. About 140 calories for this small bag of almost nothing. Listen, I'm gonna save you guys from a lot of pain. Do not get the mushroom biltong. Not only does it have calories, but it tastes like ground. There's nothing biltong about this. Just have the real deal. And it's got more protein, obviously. Here are just bigger versions of the bad bars that I was showing you earlier. These are supposed to be a snack for the calories of basically an entire meal. Why? Because of the nuts and the seeds again. So a small bar is 260 calories for this tiny thing, which could essentially be an entire meal if you were smart about it. We'll get some biltong and literally a piece of bread. That's all that we ended up with, because I was showing you guys what not to buy. So the moral of the story of this entire thing is you have to start looking at food labels and knowing how to read them. So even if something says Carb Liver, if it says really healthy and you think like, oh, it's brown, or oh, it's almonds, it should be healthy, that doesn't necessarily mean that it's a good option. So what I really want you to take away from this video is, number one, you need to know what your energy and calorie budget is. And number two, you need to start learning how to read food labels so that you can start allocating correctly what you're actually going to put your budget towards and not make silly mistakes where you think you're actually eating so healthy, you think you're eating foods that are actually going to help you get closer to your goals, when in actual fact, you're doing all the right things with good intentions, but you're not actually getting the results that you want. So as always, my name is Angie. If you need help on figuring out what your calorie budget is, on what foods you should be eating if you want to get lean, then click on the link in this video. I am your girl. I want to help you out. So click on the link seriously right now, and also look out for my next vlog where I'll be doing a full-on grocery haul and show you exactly what you should be buying on your next Woolies shop. So think about this, if you only have 1,400 calories to eat in an entire... Don't even get me started on the dried fruit. Because that, my friends.
I feel like you just started. Now you have to finish.
I love how I basically have nothing in my shopping cart because I'm basically doing a video on things that I do not want to buy. Babe, this is honestly a joke. We just have biltong in this